A lot of times the simplest fundamentals are the things that we neglect, and they can cause some havoc in our golf swings. And I just want to make sure that you have a better understanding of two very simple fundamentals as they relate to your spine in the setup, and that is the first angle and the second angle. So your first spine angle, and I'll do a video on posture and how to set up for your posture, will be your postural angle, meaning how much you should bend forward. And very quickly and simple review is you would put your palms on the top of your thighs, slide your hands down until they touch the top of your kneecaps, and that's how much angle you should have bending forward. If this was vertical, this would be your primary or first angle of your spine, the angle that you bend forward this way. The one where a lot of people get into trouble and causes a lot of what is deemed to be over the top would be your secondary angle, and that is how much tilt you have away from the target, which will dictate or have a large impact on the path of your club. It's a very, very simple way to determine that. You can take a golf club, you can take an alignment stick. What you would do is you put it right under your chin, just so it goes right down the center of your spine, and based off how wide your stance is and what club you have, you will have much more of a tilt for a longer club in a wider stance than you would for a shorter club in a shorter stance. So this is my 6-iron. My stance is roughly shoulder width or hip width apart. If I put my 6-iron here right down my spine and I tilt it to the right until the grip touches the inner portion part of my knee, that would be my secondary tilt to the right. All right, if I had a driver and I did the same, I have a little bit of wider stance and I have a secondary tilt until that grip hits my knee, you'll notice that I have what appears to be a lot more tilt away from the target. And for a shorter club, if I have a little more narrower stance and I have a little tilt, there's not as much tilt. So you can see how the tilts vary based off the foot position. Now, why is that important? Because our shoulders will typically turn perpendicular to our spine. If you don't have your tilts correctly, you can be rotating properly to your spine, but it could be in detriment to your swing plane. Now, this is what I mean. If I put this right at my spine and I put this perpendicular to my shoulder line, okay, and I have a vertical spine angle, if I make a backswing, what that's going to do is that's going to have my arms work more out or above the plane, and as I make my rotation forward and I turn around my spine, I'm going to have what is considered to be an over-the-top move, especially if I drag the club inside and then I swing down my shoulder plane and I swing down my spine angle. However, if I have enough tilt this way, and now there's also an angle to my shoulders, and I take the club back, and I turn perpendicular to my spine, that's going to allow the club and the arms to come in as we swing on a tilted plane, and your club head or your club shaft, your head, your hands, arms, etc., will be more on an inside plane or more down the line plane than they would if you're too vertical and you're swinging what appears to be out and over the top. So just a real simple check on how much tilt you should have. This is again called the secondary angle tilt. First one, primary angle tilt, how far you bend over going forward. Secondary angle tilt, how far you lean away from the target. And that is in direct relationship to how wide your stance is, what club you're playing, and the path that you want to swing the club on. So I hope that helps you in your ball striking. It's a very simple check. You can do it whether you're at home in your living room, at your office, or out at the golf course. Give that a try and let us know down in the comments below how it's helped your game. Hey everybody, thank you for watching another one of our videos. We hope you picked up something that's beneficial to your game. If you tried what we just gave you today, love to hear about it. Post it in the comments below. Don't forget to click subscribe. We'd love to have you as a follower. You can also hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter under The Golf Paradigm. And don't forget to follow the hottest podcast in golf, our podcast called Golf 360. If you'd like to subscribe or watch some more of our videos, you can do so right over here.